Hello, I'm Kevin Arbogast with Toth Financial. We are an investment advisory firm based in Leesburg.
Hi, I'm Melanie Schmidt. I'm the PR director for Nova Medical and Urgent Care Center. We're the largest integrative primary care practice in Northern Virginia with locations in Ashburn, Sterling, Leesburg, and Gainesville.
My name is Herbert. I'm a commercial relationship manager at Middleburg Bank. I've been there for a total of, about 5.5 years. Great bank, community-focused bank, where we try to get involved in the communities we work in.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dr. Rishita Jaju. I am a pediatric dentist at Ashburn Children's Dentistry, where we specialize in laser dentistry for children, tots, and teens.
Tom Toth, Sr., President of Toth Financial. He is a great leader. He's developed a great company over the last 30 years. He is very well connected in his community, cares about his community, and has taken me in as an employee, given me an opportunity here, and he has taken me in basically like a family member.
So I attribute the way I am today, my work ethic, my values, my leadership skills to the way that I was raised. My grandmother in particular, she was a really big role model for me. I watched her and my parents work for everything that they have. So she's taught me from a very young age that hard work is essential and that you need to take pride in everything you do. And she also taught me that at a very young age that it's always great to receive a gift, but giving is so much better.
A leader I choose to model myself after would be General Patton. Well, it's a little bit old school. I like his approach both to how he worked with people, but more importantly, how he led. He always led from the front, which is something that can sometimes be lost in leadership. I think more so than not these days, but in terms of his approach to leadership and also decision making. You know, it was never a long drawn out process. It was always you make a decision and then you're certainly held accountable for it, but you make it, go with it for better or worse.
Well, there are many leaders that inspire any professional. I do believe that I'm most inspired by Oprah. I hope I have the resources one day to make someone's life unexpectedly happy, to be able to give somebody happiness that is surprise, either through my skill, my resources, or just the ability to be able to be there for someone would be amazing.
My first memorable opportunity to lead was in college. As a sophomore, I joined a fraternity, and the fraternity members wanted to elect me to their cabinet, but based on my age, I was not eligible. Therefore, they went ahead and amended the bylaws in order to elect me to the cabinet position, which put me in leadership.
I'd have to say the very first opportunity I had to lead was back in 3rd grade when I was nominated to be a safety patrol officer on the school bus. And I wore that really tacky orange safety patrol belt with such pride. And I remember taking my seat back on the back of the bus and thinking I was super cool and leading all those kids out safely every day. And sounds kind of silly, but it was a really big deal to an 8-year-old.
The first time I got the chance to lead was for my senior year tennis team. I was actually the captain, which was a great opportunity. I wasn't before. I'd kind of worked up and to it. And working with the coach, actually, he gave me a lot of responsibility, both for managing kind of the roster, who was going to play with who matched with who, and then having to change my approach, both to practices, matches, everything else, because people all of a sudden were looking up to you as opposed to being the one who was working to be the leader. So it was definitely a change, but it was a good change and gave me a lot of experience.
So as an older child in an Indian family, my first opportunity was lead my brother. But more recently and more relevantly, I had an opportunity to be a leader at the Operation Mouth Guard organization as a second-year student at dental school. It was an interesting story because we used to see a lot of children that came in with trauma to healthy front teeth. We reached out to the Boys and Girls Club of Boston area, and lo and behold, talking to their coach and talking to our teachers, we were able to come up with an organization called Operation Mouthguard, which still is thriving and growing in Boston as a part of Harvard Dental School's second year class project. So that has been with me, and I hope to be able to go back and see how well it's doing at our reunion coming up. I won't say which year.
My favorite app on my phone is actually for Houzz, Houzz. I have a hidden passion for architecture and home design, and it's a great app. I love playing around on it.
So I'm a Facebook junkie, but I just recently found another really great app called Delectable. And if you like wine as much as me and Facebook, it kind of marries the two together.
Favorite app, I have two. So one would be actually the Good email provider, which is kind of a terrible answer. But that said, I'm on the road a lot, going to client meetings, doing community events. And the Good app actually enables me to do a ton of work, not while I'm driving, and at least while you're waiting for appointments, waiting for client meetings. And then the other one is Angry Birds. I have a secret Angry Birds lover, although I guess that's not much of a secret anymore.
I love Fitbit because it has really, really kind of inspired or kind of teased my competitive side. And I think although workout and everything is good for you, I think when you are in it with a group, like anything else, I think it hopefully will be. Maybe next year we'll see how well it worked for me.